Hey, wake up, wake up, wake up, Duval County. It's your girl ToyaGotTheShot, and we are live. Don't go to bed quite yet, you know.
Wake up.
We got some good convo for tonight. This is the For the Love of Music edition. And if you all are music lovers or love anything about the music industry here in Jacksonville, this conversation is for you. Thanks. All right. Got my girl DreCo in the building.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all know who it is.
Y'all
know who it is. It's your girl DreCo. Thank y'all for having me. As always, it's an honor to host on the Wake Up Duval County show.
Thank you. Who we got today?
It's your boy Shad, man. Smirk Lords representing. You know what it is. Yes, sir.
ShotOut live from the Crab Park, Power 106.1, True Hip Hop, you know, and the Duval legend.
Come on, talk that shit.
Started
this gangster shit.
Come on,
right.
It's an honor to have you.
And you know, another thing we can talk about, you know, because somebody used to dance for me.
Yeah,
we
don't get there. We don't get somebody.
Yeah, you know, she's a host and a show creator right now.
Right.
She used to be on the stage with me too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She got some dance shoes in her closet.
Don't just get the skates and see on the skates. She got some other things too.
And off in the cut, the dark winged duck of the crew.
Hey, if you ain't heard about me, ask your girl about me, the mighty Swordz.
This is why he's my favorite rapper. You heard what he said. You heard what he said. Ask your girl. I've invited all legends. A legend in his mastery mode. That would be ShotOut. To me, a legend that is still evolving. Like, I'm waiting to see what's next. That would be my boy Swordz. And a legend, like, boy, y'all just seen the tip of the iceberg with this one. Shad will.
Mr. 10,000.
Listen.
I appreciate that, for real.
And so I think that it's much to be said, it's much to talk about. But first, we want to get into it about you guys. Where did your music love start? And how did it bring you to what you're doing today?
And I grew up on the road with the Jacksons. You know what I'm saying? I'm named after Tito Jackson. Toriano is Tito Jackson's real name.
Wow, so it is.
People who don't know that East Coast horn section came from right here in Jacksonville. My dad played trumpet for James Brown, Millie Jackson, Stephanie Mills, Cameo. So I'm that kid that woke up the smell of marijuana and the sound of a muted trumpet. So music was in my home all the times. And to learn from the biggest family in the world, like Katherine Jackson babysat me. You know what I mean? So you're talking about opportunity to see not just entertainment from the stage, but from the back.
All aspects.
You know, it's called show business.
Come on.
So that has always been anybody in this city who know me know I'm about that
business. ShotOut's gonna always stand on 10 about business.
So you might say, well, you know, I ain't your favorite rapper, but your favorite rapper come and ask me how to hustle that thing a little
Come on.
bit.
Absolutely.
I'm your favorite rapper.
So that's where I got my start, and I'm forever grateful, you know, to be able to say I've had conversations with Michael Jackson.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? I take that to the grave.
A lot of people don't realize that we have a wealth of wisdom and information right here in this city. A lot of them come out of that studio called All Pro.
So the history of that building.
Wow.
It was TWC. Thought was worth considering. That's the oldest studio in Duval that's standing. I've been working right now trying to get a historic marker in front of it. Because it is a historic place. 69 Board, 95 South. All the people that's really spearheaded this thing.
Yeah.
You know, Mama Duda came through the. There's been a lot of people. See, when I talk to some of the kids, do you know who Mama? Do you know Dolphin music?
They don't know.
You don't know. You don't remember a Coconuts. You don't remember when it was Warehouse. All these. You just streaming.
But that's foundational work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you need to know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why you're here today. Just let them know.
Thank you.
Don't let them sleep on it too long.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? We're grateful to have you here, not only just as a presence from, you know, being able to tell us what was, but you also have the ability to tell us what is. Right now. You're on the radio. Yeah. What's up with that? How'd you end up on the radio?
Well, actually, and it really goes to the VP of the company of Cox Media. I'm actually in 12, and I'll say 12, we're in 12 markets. Cox Media's in 12 markets, 58 stations.
Okay.
And I am the only person in all of those stations that is in programming and sales. I'm the lead urban sales. So I deal with all the black-owned businesses, every concert, Five-Star Arena, the Ritz, anything that's coming in the city, Elevation, Rio, Club Nowhere.
Right.
Listen.
All of these places
Come to you.
come to me. And I help them to make sure that everything that they're doing go out. But we would go to lunch, me and the VP. And wherever we went to lunch, he would hear we were sitting and eating, and he's with Toriano.
Yeah, because
He's at lunch with Toriano. He's not at lunch with ShotOut. But the people who come through the door, they see ShotOut.
Okay.
So everywhere where we go for the last couple of years, it would happen 4 or 5 times. And he was like, ShotOut is, Toriano is that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
But ShotOut is bigger. How do we capitalize? I said, give me my radio show.
Right.
Listen.
Come on, Timothy.
Well, what would you name it? Live from the crab pot.
They don't know. They understand that.
And that's how it went.
So I'm going to always credit you as helping me to change the trajectory of what I understood as that crab pot mentality here in Duval. I'm not originally from here. I tell people that all the time, but I've been here in Duval since I was 9 years old. So it's been a while, and I've been able to observe a lot of things. You know what I mean? But when I hear people talk about, oh, this is a crab pot city, we don't do nothing but bring each other down, and I was like, well, in all this time, y'all ain't thought about no way to market that?
Yeah.
Right.
I go to Juice the Crab, and they have marketed it, that thing to the T.
And spend $200-$300.
Spin you with a little bag, and you out the door, you know? They gave it to you in a way that's palatable, that you can take with you to go. They thought of everything.
Yes,
And I think if we put our heads together in this city, we could do the same thing with our music, our artistry, all the different talent that we have here in the city. And I've watched you do just that. Not just say we need to do it, but I've watched you do that. I watched you take talent from all aspects. I mean, you had my behind on the stage talking about beat, beat, beat. You know what I mean?
Billboard charting song. Set on the market, set on Billboard for 6 weeks.
Pump your shit, nigga.
Talk that shit.
No
straight horses.
All I know.
City, Tallahassee, Alabama, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Get in that truck and go.
Right. Listen, all I know is that's right. I'm short and fine.
That's right.
Come on.
Bit like mine.
Hey, okay.
And when I walk down the street,
Say what?
beep, beep, beep.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm coming back.
Come on.
I'm
I'm coming back with you if you do. You know what I'm saying? We're going on tour, all of that. So I had a lot of my days when I first got into marketing and promo and learning who artists are and how you can collaborate with them. This is who I learned it from. We blessed UNF stage.
Young Jock. We were doing so. Well, we supposed to have did 15, but what I think we ended up doing like 30.
I don't know.
They pulled me to the side of the stage. Can you a little bit more? Can you put a little bit more? And that wasn't no free show.
Come on.
Right.
That was nice.
I don't do free. If it's free, it ain't a place I want to be.
Come on.
Give me my dough.
He stayed on business.
That
I'm
money,
trying to tell
It was a contract done before. It was a check issue. I don't play no game.
Right.
Like I say, this is show business.
Yeah.
Be about your business. See, you could do a little something and make a couple of dollars. You could do a whole lot of something and make nothing.
Oh, come on. Tell us
You
about
decide which side of that coin you want to be on.
Right.
And that's always been my thing. You know, with the crab pot, you know, me and Q, you know, my producer, that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? He would making beats in the house, not to take too long on everybody, but bro was in the house, and I said, hey, what it costs for a studio? That's what I said about TWC.
Yeah.
Now before it was all pro. I said, what the studio cost? He said, what gonna cost this? This enough? Throw that money on the bed. Is this enough? Go book it.
Let's go.
Let's go. At the time, I'm early 20s. You know what I'm saying? Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
You need to be in a studio.
Yeah.
Let's get this. We
Yeah.
can do it. And we traveled to Atlanta, and we, you know what I mean. And God is my witness. We spoke things into reality. When we get there, we gonna see this person. We gonna meet this person. We gonna, and I promise, God is my witness. When we got there,
You did. So everybody you said you was gonna see.
And we conversation, and we doing it, we make it thing, and we manifested that thing, and that's when I came out with Escaping the Crowd part to say, 95 South did a album. You know, y'all kind of young, Swordz, but Arsenio was the place you wanted to go.
Yes.
That was the platform.
That is what Wake Up Duval County has been patterned
projected
after.
to be.
I told ya.
So was you Arsenio? Not how you say that?
Arsenio.
No. Like the female version. How you say Arsenio?
Arsenio. Oh, I'm
Arsenio.
The female version.
The female version. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Toya.
Yeah.
Okay. You can throw a Got the Shot on there if you want to, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah.
But everybody wanted to go on Arsenio, man. And when I seen them boy with that Orlando Magic, I don't know, man, there was something inside of me just like. And then I read the XXL magazine right around the same time. And Mace said he had Mason Bethel from Jacksonville. A lot of people don't know that. They just think he from Harlem.
Right.
He from Jacksonville, Florida.
We let them think whatever they gonna think.
Right.
And he said in the Source magazine, when he was here, all he did was ate pork chops and drank Kool-Aid. So, Escaping the Crowd pot.
Yeah,
that's when that was born.
Come on.
For
Shad.
sure.
How we got Shad Will?
How you got Shad Will? I mean, originally the homies called me Fresh.
Yeah.
So if you
That's
see me
actually
around
how.
so if you see me around the city or whatever,
That's how I heard about you.
Right.
They call me Fresh. It ain't really just what I wear or whatever, but more so just my vibe. I'm fresh type deal.
But it's
so.
what you wear too, y'all.
Yeah.
He puts it on. He puts it
on.
on.
I'm a well put together bit brother. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But Shad Will is me. That's my family. And it's kind of like a play on words, like if he wants Shad Will, really,
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So. You can find me everywhere type deal. Like you put in Fresh, even though I'm very unique and I'm the only one putting in Fresh when I first started going, was just hard marketing wise. And so I had to kind of step back real quick, and maybe it was the ego thing, but I felt like I was getting into my craft and I really wanted to tell people who I was. So, Shad Will, it was already out. So I just went ahead and made it stamp, you know what I'm saying? So
How long you been on this microphone though? And on this pen work though?
I have been rapping for a very long time, just like passion. It was a hobby of mine with the homies. I'm not originally from Jacksonville, but I've been here a long time. I'm from Virginia, and so I feel like that's where like some of my roots started at with the music. But as far as like really taking it serious, I met Zeus like back in Foot Locker, like 9 years ago, 10 years ago type deal. And I was rapping back then, but Zeus had me get serious maybe about 6-7 years ago.
Smirk Lord.
Smirk Lord's rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am. 121 East Bay Street. Come holla at us.
Tap in.
Yes, please do. But yeah, I say about 7 years. Like real strong, real dedicated to the craft. I've been on it.
Yeah, it feels like more.
Yeah.
So when you said just the 7, I was over here like,
I guess that's me
what,
being.
What year are we in right now?
Right.
Like,
I guess that's me being technical because I feel like it was always just a passion. And honestly, me even thinking about me sharing me with as many people as I do now, even though I haven't got everywhere I want to be yet, still kind of crazy to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everything that I did at that time was very personal. Like I said, I did a lot of freestyle, and I felt like that's a piece of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's coming from right here, and it's coming from right here as well.
At the same time.
And so I even got conscious of who I even freestyled around. You feel me?
I know that's right.
Like, that was just one of those things.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
I think that speaks to the 10,000 hours aspect, that it feels like it's been so long because you've been so intentional in those years. And I think that's honestly one of the reasons I'm happy that you're here, because 10,000 hours is so much more than just 10,000 hours.
Definitely.
It's the principle behind it. It's the everything. It's the mission statement. It's the life that you live. And for that, I am grateful to have you here today, man.
I appreciate that, Drake.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Grateful to be here. Definitely.
Thanks, Swordz.
Yo.
I mean, first of all, why they call you Swordz?
Where it come from?
That I actually got that name in high school from a female friend. She we was kind of close, and she was always telling me I was smarter than mouth.
Makes sense.
It kind of stuck, but over time, I created my own, put my own spin to the meaning. So the S is for sharp, and then the rest, so it's sharp words. Words have meaning. I grew up being very spiritual, and scripture says that the tongue is like two-edged sword. So I take that very, very seriously.
And we can feel it.
Right.
We feel it in your energy. We feel it with every lyric that I done heard you spit. Because I done heard a couple of challenges, and I'm like, boy, what you say? What you say? Did he just... Oh, my God.
Yeah, said it with my chest, too.
Right. Listen,
and stood on business.
How long has that been a thing? Like, how long have you been writing? Like, when did this music thing become real for you?
I always been a music head. I was one of those kids. I spent time outside, but I wasn't ever no athlete. I recorded videos and listened to music all day. I always had a voice, so I thought I was going to be Lil Wanye Morris when I was young. I used to sing at first.
Yes.
I still sing, but
yes.
Ever so often I pull my voice out. But yeah, it started there. I remember seeing, I ain't going to date myself. But I seen a video of a very aggressive battle rapper. And I thought to myself, I could do that. And that's when I wrote my first rhyme. I was about 11 years old, and it's been it for me ever since then.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, y'all, when I say somebody's my favorite rapper, listen, I'm one of those people that if I like your music, I just like your music.
Right.
I don't give a damn, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to deliver on point of what I expect for me to say this even a favorite. And you did a freestyle one day on Nice and Slow.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all gonna look that up. I'm not quoting not one lyric from that freestyle. But when I heard you rapping in that way, because I've always, I've known the Swordz, like, you've always been a grinder. You're gonna talk about what it was, what it is, what it's gonna be, and I expect that from you. But that other edge of the sword, boy, that little slick mouth.
Right,
Yeah. You really have a lot to say, and you're meticulous with your work. How did you develop that? Where did you get this pen game from?
Life has always been my main inspiration. But even as a young kid, I've always kind of been a little articulate and well-spoken for myself, and a little advanced. I always like to read books, so that's where my vocabulary comes from.
Yeah, you can tell.
My perspective when it comes to music is layered because life is layered.
Okay.
So there'll be times where you'll hear me on some revolutionary shit. There'll be times where you'll hear me taking a nigga head off. There'll be a time where you'll hear me taking some panties off. There's a time where you'll hear me being very introspective and just bleeding my soul. So as an artist, that's always been my approach, always too, is to be kind of layered. But as far as my pen game, I kind of attribute it to the information I intake, and I kind of download it, process it, and how I spit it back out is how the public usually gets it.
Yeah.
Amen.
I love what that. Do you guys feel like as artists that you need to focus on this year to see real tangible growth? And that's open for anybody.
For me, I would say more visibility. I do a lot of work. I work a lot. I work circles around most of these niggas.
I agree.
But I'm low with it. If I'm not working, 9 times out of 10, you don't see me. I don't really pop out like that. For me, I think it would be more so visibility and kind of like showing my face a little bit more and seeing what that does. That's the only thing I could probably see different.
Okay.
I love that response because a lot of artists don't want to genuinely admit that they need to pop out.
Come on.
Like to realize that is really necessary. It might not be your favorite and you might be uncomfortable, but we do have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I love to hear that, and we're gonna hold you accountable.
Oh, we're gonna get
do that.
So 6 months from now, if I ain't seen you pop that, you know, I'm gonna give you time. I'm gonna give you a little time, a little space for grace. But 6 months, I'm gonna be clocking you.
It's a process.
For sure.
Be on his ass.
I'm on your ass for that one, because you definitely deserve it, and the people deserve it.
Absolutely, and that's always my thing. It's the people that deserve it.
Definitely.
You have no idea what young man, what young lady is just waiting to be motivated by y'all words. Attended an event that Love Reigns was telling us about that she does with AMI and Duval schools, and how Moses West and this guy here, Swordz, helped these young men put together a book of poetry. So their book signing release was just this last Saturday.
Yeah, just Saturday.
Man, if you weren't there, first of all, it was standing room only.
Yep.
So y'all support of what y'all did was beautiful. But to see these young men get up and introduce themselves, recite their poem that they wrote because they're now published authors, and then clap up or introduce their brethren that's coming up next.
Right.
Man, that was the most beautiful thing I have seen in a long time. Like, I literally put the camera down for a minute because I was crying, y'all. As a mother, I was crying. And it was because I saw the work of two people that I actually know share their gift. And I don't know how much time you guys spent with the young men.
16 weeks.
16 weeks. And these guys were able to pop out of their shell of whatever sent them to the alternative school that they're currently in, correct?
Right, AMI.
So they're at AMI. So you know the stigma labels and all the other stuff that they're gonna get for being at an alternative school. But these young men, when they pen game, the things that they shared, the topics of their poems, I don't know what I expected, y'all, but I didn't expect that. I heard poems about foster care. I heard poems about, what it's real like when it come home after school. You know what I'm saying? I heard this one poem, this young man, it was about how he loved his dad. And it was, in essence, so simple. But it touched me in a way like, oh my God, we don't get a chance to see this often. How often do you see a young man talking about how much he loved his dad, ever? And he even mentioned, some of my friends don't even have a dad. But I get to have one. And I got this one, like, you know what I mean? So it was just, it was very powerful to see. And also powerful to see, like, one young man, I don't know if it was nerves, anxiety, but he just could not come on to the microphone and share his poem. But guess who did? His little brother. I saw him step up to the microphone and say, my brother can't do this right now, but I got his back. And I saw these young men rally behind him, hold him up, cover y'all from being able to see what was going on. Like, it was real love there. It was real, like, camaraderie and, hey, I got you, community, So it was just like, you're doing more work than people would ever know.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's visibility.
Yeah, that's visibility. That's
right. I know we were saying,
but
like,
it's to the people who need to see it, right?
Yeah. No, definitely. You are
time for everything.
For sure,
my brother.
But I mean, even on that pop out, even speaking to everything that you've done right now, another level of pop out is for the news to be covering the next one.
Listen,
like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever pop out means to you, that's why I'm gonna give you 6 months because pop out can mean so many different things.
Right.
Yes, from a musical standpoint.
Quick press release.
Right.
Listen, it could be all the things. A mini documentary.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Because what you're doing deserves eyeballs.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's going to a festival because you've covered what you've done in a documentary style, and not everybody gets to see it.
Come on.
Why should this not be on Tubi?
Well,
why should this not?
We definitely got a few talking about documentaries. We got a few things up our sleeve. Me and my partner Q that we were talking about earlier from All Pro. He's actually here in the building.
Here in the building,
but we got a few things up our sleeve, so just pay attention and stay tuned.
All right.
Told you. Listen,
a lot of shit need to be set straight. A lot of shit need to be told. So
you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get it from the horse's mouth on a lot of different levels.
I love it.
But let me be the person to take the bit out
to make sure that actually comes to fruition in any way that we can do that. You got us. Because the work needs to be done. I mean, the work has already been done. Again, I was about to say, that's something I'm actually working on already with another artist, and I would love to feature you to do that. Okay. When I say someone is my favorite, I mean it in the sense of well-deserving understanding of the work is already that needs to be done and actually doing that, and also like making sure that it's seen by others. And this is what this platform is about. So that's one of the reasons why we were even inviting you on today, just to make you known, like, bro, we see you. We see the work that you're putting in. It's not going unnoticed or any of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just at the right time.
Come on.
And I feel like that time is now.
Well, I appreciate the fuck out of that. That means a lot. You know what I mean? It's one thing for people to think that. It's another thing for you to actually say it. And then you're saying it on camera, too. So that's dope as fuck. I appreciate the fuck out of that.
No problem.
Big fact.
We don't put too much more pressure on you, because you know what I'm saying? We already know pressures make diamonds over here. And I know you got a couple of
and I love those. So more pressure, please.
Come on. Shad, I feel like one of the reasons why I invited you here for sure is I see the development that you're bringing to the music industry. So when we're sitting here talking about 10K hours and mastering things, like, let the people know exactly what that is and what it is that you've been working on and how you've been leading the industry and artist development here in the city.
And it's so crazy because you put it so eloquently.
Thank you.
Because what I'm doing, like, is more so from a natural standpoint. But as far as the whole practice piece, it wasn't originally for me, of course, or what I think Malcolm Gladwell or something. You know, we wrote a book, but me and my homie.
And I read that book.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So to see you doing it in action, that's another thing again. You know what I mean?
It was something that me and my homie on Raw Culture, shout out Raw Culture, we talk about, like, endlessly in the wood. I remember days, nights, you know what I'm saying, smoking and just talking about, like, dreams, aspirations, and, like, practice. And, like, we used to say it's easy. It used to be like a joke, like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, nah, it's easy, because, you know, anything that you do, honestly, if you just get your ass up and do it, it'll become easy. And then you be like, damn, that was easy. I can do it. So then it came to, like, the 10,000 and, like, even deeper, like, Shuhari is, like, the artistry behind it, almost like some karate shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's different levels. And so that's essentially what I was doing. And so I'm at my restage without going too crazy into it, where, like, I've learned, or at least I feel like I've learned, and I can go out and, I guess, teach, promote, share, you know what I'm saying, those vibes and that energy. And so what I've been doing is we had practice at Smirk Lords. I did that for maybe the last 2 years, almost feels like, where I invite a group of select artists. Some of them have already been down with me for a little bit, but I choose a few people that come through. The last 2 seasons, we set out, got a producer, in-house engineer, and we collectively created music together. I'm real, I don't know, I get kind of nuts when it comes to the studio, because I feel like I don't care how many people it is. I always like to make sure it's cohesion. I get stuck in the artistry, but also, like, I know that there's got to be a formula there too. And so you might hear that I have 8 to 10 people in the studio, but I guarantee you that song might only be like 1:45, 2.5.
Right.
It's going to have a good vibe to it. It's going to give you a nice little piece of everyone in the room if we can. Sometimes it may call for only 2 people. Sometimes it might call for 6. You know what I'm saying? But anytime that we do, I need the best out of you each and every time. You know what I'm saying? And the room is for growth. You know, so even if I go inside that's in that booth or whatever, you feel like I'm dragging on it, nah, Shad, I need you to go in there and do it again.
Absolutely.
It's the same energy across the board. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if John West, shout out my boy John West, I don't care if John West wrote the hook and it was good, it was cool, but then maybe clips came around and was like, man, I think I got something. Run it. Let's see what it's talking about.
Like,
If it's hitting, that's the one we rolling with. It's not I think everything's a friendly competition. I think we're in competition with ourselves, and that's all it is. I think we're all there to just push each other, and so that's the biggest thing. Iron sharpen iron.
Absolutely.
So,
I think Swordz. They're very much on swordsman in there, because I think one of the beautiful things, if you sit back and just watch watch them create.
We've had the pleasure of actually being there while this has happened.
You get to see so much more behind the scenes of what it takes to be an artist, and what it means to collaborate, and what it means to learn from other people in your same craft. No matter what level they are in, you always have something coming in pliable, coming in ready to be told something different than what you thought. I think that's important. We did a segment on season 1 that was what's one word to describe what your expectation is from tonight? And everybody was either like, yo, I'm just trying to get better.
Yeah.
I already know such and such in there, so I know.
Hunger. It was, hey, I already know I got to come in here with my best. It was like feeding meat
to lions. And that was beautiful.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
But it was so friendly. It was, everybody left in the same beautiful energy they came in. We came in, we got down in the mud. We figured out, okay, that wasn't as good as this. And to be able to admit that, dang.
Yes. Yeah. Because everybody wrote. And that's what I love, that everybody wrote, but it was like, who's going to get in a booth?
Yeah, big facts.
You can determine that.
No,
because you think you got some fire, and then you hit a hook guy Sunday in the booth.
Somebody
you like,
get up in there. Ooh,
okay, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, that's cool. But it was
yes, sir.
It was so dope to watch because it was just like fire.
It's like watching the inner workings of a
fireworks going off, you know.
Like Haha David say, regroup.
So I saw a couple people coming there. Yeah, I'm finna get on here, and then as the night went on, I'm like, and
we dogged.
Hey man, you killed that track, and they was able to congratulate and tell everybody, you know, hey man, you really went off in there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't fake or nothing. So like to watch what you're doing in these other people, because a lot of people can complain about something. We can say, oh, Jacksonville ain't got this. We need to go to Atlanta for this. We need to do this. We need to do this. But if you know that you're a true gem and what you got going on, you're going to duplicate yourself.
This is the mecca.
And you're going to share it so that other people have that like mind. Oh, I'm into that too, bro. I like practice. Let me come through and wet my pen a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then you find your community, and that's how you build your tribe.
Right.
Doing what you know is needed to be done. And that's what I see you at. I want to salute you on that because I was able to, I saw people that I know can spit. And they're like, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Shad ain't playing with me, first of all.
Right.
Ain't finna be no buffalo. He's like the Barry Gordon of that motherfucker. You want this or you want a sandwich?
Which one?
Which one are you gonna buy?
Which one you want to pay?
If this was down to your last dollar, that's my favorite part of the Temptation movement, by the way. I always say I wanted to be Barry Gordon, but this guy over here, like I watch you do that, and it's not, and the fact that you are an artist yourself. It's one thing if you are a producer. Or an engineer, or you're doing this work, but you're an artist yourself, so you hold a standard for yourself, but you're also holding those around you to that same standard, and it's growing everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a pretty low standard, everybody can be like, yeah, I can fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But to come in there and know that this is what's necessary for this music in this city to really thrive and to go somewhere and to be memorable, bro. Keep on doing what you're doing. Like, it's definitely necessary.
I salute you.
Appreciate that.
Definitely. Mastery.
Come on.
Yes. And I think that's important because a lot of people want that spotlight. They want that stage to perform. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to get those contracts and things of that nature, but they don't have that mastery. Or you might have a great song, but is it ready for ShotOut? Is it ready for the radio? You know what I'm saying? So, like, can you tell us a little bit about what you have been able to see as an artist yourself, and also knowing what it actually takes to get your songs and get your music on the radio?
Well, the most important thing, what I have artists send me music from all over the country every week, and my ears, you talking about, like I said, you know, I've been around this for a long time, and I've been in the studio close to 30-something years in the studio. So just to hear something and being an engineer for a while, cause ain't we in it for business?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And bro, mad, but bro, get the money.
Right.
But I can't take it. But come back. Go home and practice and come back.
Right.
And we gonna keep your money here, but you want to go back home and practice and come back, because my ears cannot take it.
Send them a shot real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But come get these 10,000.
Mixing and mastering the music is very important. So you have people who send you the music is not mixed, it's not mastered.
Rewind.
Say it again.
And then when I asked him,
Please.
I had a young man, I asked him, this happened a few weeks ago, and I asked him, just with them, as writers, we have to protect our craft.
Right.
And I asked him, I said, are you with ASCAP or BMI? And he told me, yeah, he had a Cash App.
Yeah,
and I said,
stupid as hell.
Wait.
So I had to pull out my ASCAP card.
Y'all made Mo laugh.
Yeah, I got Cash App.
What that ASCAP
Looks
logo
like.
look like. And he say,
never seen.
damn, that say 1999. I wasn't even born yet. And I say, well,
Because they don't know.
this is what I was talking about. Not your Cash App. But I was just asking in reference to that. Did you register your music with MediaBase?
Right.
And he say, no, what's that? I said, what's your phone number? He gave me his phone number. It's clipped. It's like on my clipboard. And I sent it right. I say, there it is. Now, send that. Now I can't play your music this week.
Come on.
What you mean you ain't gonna play it this week? Because you're not ready.
Because you're not ready.
You want it to count. You want to piss in the wind. Which one you want to do?
You heard
Count
it.
the piss in the wind.
You heard
You want
it.
it to count?
Yeah, that's
or do you
gonna get
want
them the fame.
Piss in the wind. Well,
That's-
you know what I'm saying? I
that's
told
gonna
people
get
they were
them
gonna be on the
bullshit
ring.
fame.
Are you could go in the house, press play and let them hear it.
Yeah.
So
Or
can.
It's
do
a
you
private
want the
listening
people that
party.
can possibly hear you and come get you out of here
Right.
to be able to check? Because see, every label is checking MediaBase
Talk
because they have
about it.
campaigns.
Talk about it.
So the thousands and thousands and millions of dollars it take to break an artist, they're checking that because it's
Their next break could be in there.
Right.
no. They're checking to make sure they
They
are
ours first.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if you doing the right thing and you working your market
On your own.
and you got
Come
more
on.
than Willie Wonk that they paying for,
Come on. We need to come.
we finna call and find out what's up with him because it tells them what station. Oh, you at this? I don't like that station. I can't say that station. But you on Cox Media. You know what I'm saying? You on Power 106.1.
Come on.
And bop, and you getting this many spins. Hey,
You must be doing something right.
they gonna come see about you.
Yeah.
They gonna have to ask around. You understand what I'm saying? And that's one of the most important things that I try to make sure that I educate the artists and try to get them ready. Cause like I spend a lot of time. I tell artists all the time, I don't do interviews. I do conversations.
Come on.
Because in an interview, a motherfucker gonna lie. In a conversation, I'm gonna pull the truth from you, and then when I introduce your record, I'm gonna give you as you,
Something
not
to
that
grow
fluff
from.
shit you gave.
Something
me.
to grow from.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying? And each time I talk to these artists, I could call 15 of them on the phone right now. Each one of them gonna say, "That's the OG."
Yeah.
I could call Puka Leroy in Dallas, what he doing right now. He gonna say that's the OG. I could call Tish Hyman in Bronx, New York, who wrote for Ty Dolla $igns and Fabulous. She said that's love because it's a lot of bullshit out here. But I'm just a lover of good music.
Come
Right.
on.
So I just like you curate your thing here. On my show, I do my programming.
Yeah.
I pick my artists that I play. So I'm the only person in Jacksonville, Florida, on radio that played Killer Mike. And I told the
Facts.
program director
Facts.
and the APD, this song, I'm talking 8-9 months ago, this album is going to win the Grammys. Shout out, I'm in Orlando, I'm telling them, look, man, y'all need to be playing. Well, goddamn it, it's going on my show, and I'm going to play the hell out of it. Every time shed tears, I take my kids on way. I can remember taking my kids to the church nursery. I'm on the way to take my baby. My baby's like, God damn, one more time, daddy. You done played it 9 times. This finna win. And when that boy, man, I cried.
Come on.
That's the beauty.
And you know how many phone calls I got?
Yeah, you got how many apologies you got?
It wasn't about apologies.
Right.
And I don't say it because I just want it to be right, but I'm just saying I was speaking on these.
Right.
It's a gift. And me and Swordz, that's my brother. You know what I mean? And for many years, and I tell people, I might not have been your favorite rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I could say everybody that been around, I've been able to help in some way or show something to grow them.
Absolutely.
And that's been my thing. You know, I stand on this 100%. like we were just talking about Chronics, I'm a legend that you might not have heard of. You know what I'm saying? I am the Cash Money. I am the Birdman of Duval. I am the Master P of Duval. You know what I'm saying? I am the Easy E of Duval. I'm from these streets. I'm a real street nigga who when they got money and went back to school, when they got an AA, an AS, and a bachelor's in business. And then when they worked in corporate America, being in corporate America and shaking walls down and I make change happen. And in my aura, because it's what my grandmama raised me, my mama raised me, the village of women that raised me. See, the men that was what they needed to be when they needed to be if I needed an ass whooping, but the women that surrounded me that showed me that we gonna make a man. For the men that they did not have in their life, they made a man to stand in the paint. That's why we were just saying 28 years. March 17th will be 28 years I've been with my queen. I mean 28 years. You know what I mean? My children can say a father. So that mastery. Come on, talk that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Mastery is more than in just the music. Absolutely. It's in our life. Absolutely. It's in our essence. It's in everything that we do. You know what I'm saying? And what you doing right now, I always told people, say, back to the artists, build our sound, build our town. If we build I ain't for this kid. And I had a dude send me something, oh, them my dog, and he doing that, he got a little time and do this. I say, well, was he a hustler, was he a killer? Well, she got a little, I can support a hustler. But robbing and killing, I can't. Right. A hustler gonna always get me. Come on. You understand what I'm saying? And we got to get to a point in this city, man. That drill sound, all that stuff, that's Chicago. Duval, we got to build our sound. When we get back to this, like this man, 48 years of age, just swept the Grammys. What that just said is, if you're an artist and your granddaddy plays saxophone, I don't give a damn if you play harmonica. Bring him in the studio.
Bring him in the studio.
If your cousin play the ukulele,
come on.
Bring him in the studio. If he play the congos, put that shit in there.
Right. Brian, you in there now.
And let's start getting back to real music. Absolutely. That 808 that they gave us is so powerful. But real drums.
But that live instrumentation.
That live instrument. Like I say, I'm a kid that woke up to the smell of a joint and the sound of a muted trumpet every morning. So that's going to always be in me. And these ears is what I want to hear good music. And I want to help every artist I can goddamn take off. And every artist that I done help, they can say, it's for the love. Ain't about none of that fuck shit that you can hear anywhere else in the country. And every one of them say the same thing. Oh, you real.
Right.
You real. And that's, you know what I mean? I just want to see the city, man, before I go. You know what I mean? I just told somebody that, said, man, I got 2 years. I just realized my album this year is 25 years old.
Wow.
I got 2 years, I'll be a half a century. And the things that I've done, I done had millionaires write checks. A lot of stuff that God has put me in the place to be able to do, some people would never be able to do. Right. But if I can just see it, I can do it vicariously. This brother right here, anything I can hear from this day, he got a friend. He gonna have my phone number. I done had the same woman, 28 years, same phone number, 27. If you call me, other people say, well, goddamn, boy, I tried to call you, telling a damn lie. He start putting the number in, shut up. So how you tried to call me? So if any artist in this city hit me, I'm the real shout out. Hit me up, DarealShot. Ain't no you and me. You give shout outs on the radio. I am shout out. Bah! You understand what I said? So, I just want to see everybody grow. That's my thing. Go ahead, baby.
Baby say, ain't no you and me. You hear me?
Ain't nothing else left to really be said.
You want to get your music on Power 106.1 Live from the Crab Pot, you can send it to me at livefromthecrabpot@gmail.com. And I'll review your music. Send me your phone number. Put your clean. You'll be amazed how many artists.
I was just about to say
sing the dirty version.
Come on, for the radio.
Play that on the radio, guys.
You're sending it to the radio.
We need a radio edit, guys.
So now you mad, but you say you gonna get me on this week. Well, you ain't got no radio version. Now you gotta go back to the studio.
Do it while you're in the studio.
Artists want to own their masters. And you ain't got we have a studio. You imagine we running out of hard drive space, people.
Bring a hard
drive. Bring a thumb drive. Leave with your music. And you want to own your masters, but you don't have a copy of your song.
Come on.
This is me. This is an artist talking. Yeah, I'm already knowing. You feel me? Like you gotta have your stuff. So much stuff happening. I'm talking about computers. Why would you go somewhere, drop this, and not get your
and not
track
take
outs?
it with? I'm leaving here with something.
Take it with you,
please.
I'm leaving here with something.
Listen,
leave with something. Not just the song. Oh, you dare drop it to me? Oh, I'm straight. I'm ready to do. No,
right.
Have it on the thumb drive.
Come on.
And therefore, if anything wrong, you can go back and get it fixed. I hear artists all the time. I got a cold, I got a cold, pole, or you know, I got a cold Q and C, bro. When I was doing music, I don't leave that much. It costs more money. Now, first off, I'm gonna give y'all a piece before we go. You Pro Tool ass rappers. I come from ADATs.
Ooh.
It took me 1 hour. I had to pay $125 to format 3 VHS tapes and record 8 tracks. I only got 24 tracks. I had to do ain't no flying, no hooks. I had to do it correctly wherever that hook was. So you take the time to do your music. Make sure you moving in the right way, man. Mm-hmm. You have an opportunity. You have so many positive things, man, that to help y'all out here, man. It's amazing. And I look at things, like, you know, I just want to see y'all grow, man.
Right.
Don't waste no time. I tell my son every day, the most valuable commodity in this world is not money. It's time. Time. Mm-hmm. Can't get it back.
Can't.
You can get $1,000. You can fuck up a band right now. You can go out there and hustle, get it back.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't fuck up 10 years. You can't fuck up 1 year.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't get that for real.
You got your Pro Tool rappers. Use your time.
Use it wisely.
Use it wisely, please. And let's get some good music. Let's see some unity out here. Let's see some unity. Let's see some unity, man. If we can get some unity going, we could. This is the Harlem of the South.
Come on.
Talk that.
It's the
literally
Harlem
what
of the
Jacksonville
South,
is.
We got the only river in the world besides the Nile that flow north. Mm-hmm. On the top of the biggest building downtown, there's a pyramid. I said it in 1997 in one of my first press kits. This is Little Egypt.
Come on.
And these people know our history.
But
they know who we are. But do you know? You gotta know who the people in this city. Find out who Mama Do was. And before Mama Do, go back and find out about the Johnson brothers.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I went to the MLK breakfast. I had the pleasure of taking my babies to the MLK breakfast and had both of them there. And we had to stand up and sing Little Favorite Voice. And I said, for $20, I bet you they don't know the song. He was like, what you talking about? And then everybody, but you know, the spot starts making banging and all that. Come on, man, learn something.
Come on.
Come on, get them together for the Black History.
It's the last day, and it's a leap year.
You'll never have another night like this.
Leave your ass right.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this for me, y'all, you know what I mean? Not to say now, I want to say before I go, rest up to my Aunt Winnie. I lost my aunt, my great aunt yesterday, and my uncle sitting on life support. I could have counseled, but I'm a man of my motherfucking word. Respect. And I said I'll be here. So I'm a little heavy this week, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So in anything that y'all say you're going to do, be a man of your word. Do what you say you're going to do, man. But Duval, man, let's love each other. Let's grow. The crab pot syndrome, crab pot mentality is not what you think it is. I had an OG told me, say, think about this. What if the crabs, when you pulling them out that brown bag to take them out,
they actually holding on?
What if they protecting each other and saying, don't take my brother? You understand? You understand that?
I had a wise man tell me crabs don't belong in the motherfucking pot. No way.
Yeah, well, brother been saying that a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? and I know the wise man you speak of, but my thing, you know, it's just like it's something that had to be said 25 years ago, and like seeing this brother come from where he come. He said Virginia, right? Coming from Virginia, coming to Duval, growing. What he doing over there, I'm gonna come check it out. I want to see. I want the artists over there. If I can help them, I want to help them. You know what I'm saying? When I'm looking at you, just from over here, and I wanted to say this before we got over there, I seen my brother. I seen Swordz in you. Yeah, and I'm just sitting over here and I'm just looking. And it was crazy before we got on air. I say, damn, how God, well, all us have on our militant glasses today. You know what I mean? It's just it's some similarities.
Man, it was the handshake. I ain't gonna lie to you, Shad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know I haven't met you, but I already felt the energy. I'm talking about like you kind of made me stop. You know what I mean? But I'm big on that one. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to me with no little flimsy whatever. But man, I don't know, dog. You got like it's blessed. Good meeting you. Yes, sir. Already.
But that's business. That's grown man right there. Grown man. We can do the other thing, but when you shake a man's hand, you better try to break that motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? To make them show you what? Stand on what?
Business. Shit ain't no motherfucking pissing contest shaking a nigga hand. Neither. Let's just keep it all the way one thou wow.
I run with generals.
Come on. One thou wow. Give a nigga a strong handshake. You try to break my hand, I'm gonna think something sideways, nigga. I'm gonna be all the way real with you. I'm gonna be all the way real with you. There always be them extra niggas in the room.
Trying to do too much on that motherfucker.
Thank you, Toya.
Thank you for being who you've been to me and who you've been to your community. I too have had a very heavy week. My Sunday, I learned that my son's father passed. And I was definitely going to cancel today's show. But I felt the same way that you felt. I felt obligated to be here, and that's who I've dedicated this show to because he was very much into music. That man can rap his ass off. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things I never saw was the people around him that said they love him put him in that studio. You know? And so, like, now I'm to the point where, you know what? You might not have been able to do it, but I know what your dream and your goal was. And I know that you're proud of me doing what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to just do it, you know what I'm saying? And do it in your name, right? And do it in your name. And like, to see the love that people have been showing him, you know what I'm saying, because of the love that he gave, it's been beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mourning anymore. You know what I'm saying? I already know it's love. You know what I mean? And so for you to still come and be here for the same reason, that means everything to me. Thank you all for being here today. DreCo, Shad, Swordz, like, I feel like this has been a worthy number 10 episode because I'm real big on that number 10 action. I feel like the city is actually waking up to the things that I've been saying. You know what I mean? And this is what this has been about. You inspired me greatly to push forward with this. I saw you a couple of months ago. I was with a friend. I was just helping out her. And she was interviewing DJ Swag. And we looked up in the studio, and you and Miss Wanda were coming out the studio across from us. Y'all, they didn't care what we had going on. They busted in that room, was like, Toya, what you doing here? And I was so honored, you know what I mean? Because I'm sometimes like Swordz over here, hiding in the shadows. I just do my work. I go home. I do what I do. You know, people that know me and really know me, they know what I do. You know what I mean? But seeing you in that element, seeing you moving how I've always seen you move from the business aspect of music, and then seeing you in studio, it really inspired me. Thank you. So when I reached out to you, it's always been love. It's always been, hey, you need to let these people know they can advertise their business and all that kind of stuff. And it was like, I really wanted to do that, but I realized I was around the wrong people. You know what I mean? So I feel like now that time, we're going to make sure that people know. And if you need something to be put on the radio, you already know who to call. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't catch them, I'm going to make it known that this is what's out there and this is available for both artists. Same thing with you, Shad. Like, if this is something that you're going to open up to those that want to come in and pay for and invest in themselves to practice and get better, and not just practice on some, hey, me and my homies getting together and we think this junk sound good. You know what I mean? Like, it comes way more than that. It's deeper than that. Then absolutely. I want to make sure that, that's something that people know about and they can tap into. And the same thing for you, Swordz. I don't know what your upcoming projects are, but if it's anything to do with what I saw last Saturday, you know what I mean? Like,
there's definitely going to be a lot more of that. I'm getting back to the movie screen too.
Oh, come on. Yes.
Me and my partner were working on a film. So got some shit up my sleeve. Also, we have the American God album that's available right now. So make sure y'all stream that. Okay. But yeah, I got some things up my sleeve. Got a lot more new music to come too. So just stay tuned.
Y'all heard what the man said. Wake up, Duval County. This has been the For the Love of Music episode, and I am grateful to have here DreCo, Shad Will, the real ShotOut, and Swordz904. I'm Toya signing out. Thank y'all.